Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I just want to make a little bit of an announcement. This isn't really, content. This is more so just kind of letting you guys know what's going on, letting you guys know what's kind of coming for the future, kind of a deal. Um, because yeah, there's some really exciting things. At least I think they're pretty exciting. So I would like to talk a little bit more about that with you guys. Starting with the hardcore arc. Now, I just died in my last playthrough after putting in so many hours, dude. It was crazy. Um, but what I would like to do moving forward. Okay, first before I say that, I guess I should probably establish the goal. So the goal of Hardcore Arc is to beat the island, right? Ascend onto Scorched Earth, beat Scorched Earth, right? And then I'm going to ascend from Scorched Earth to Aberration, ascend from Aberration to Extinction, Extinction to Genesis 1, Genesis 1 to Genesis 2, and that's it. I'm going to do it all in one save file, all continuous, and I'm not going to be bringing anything with me from one map to the next, right? So, no dinos, no equipment, nothing. Everything I have to get from scratch on that map. The only thing that I will carry over is Ascension and my levels. So yeah, my goal is to do it from beginning to end, all hardcore, back to back to back to back to back to back to back. I have some other ideas for some other challenge runs that I would like to do, and I want to wait on those until this one is done. I don't want to be jumping between two different save files on the same game. You know what I mean? So my goal is to um, get everything done so that way I can move on to other challenge runs. Um, I'm going to be focusing on completing. Let's say I do amazing. I get from Island, I get to Scorched Earth, I get to Aberration, get to, Extinction, Gen 1, and then I'm on Gen 2, and then I die on Gen 2. What does that mean? I have to start back on the island, right? It's no longer one continuous. I have to go back to the island. And because I'm dealing with those are the conditions that I am playing under, that is what I'm putting myself under. I'm only going to be focusing on beating the maps. All right. I'm not going to be spending an excessive amount of time, grinding out and getting comfortable on every map. I'm going to be focusing more so on getting from point A to point B. Okay. This last one that I did, it was a little bit more kind of mess around. I have a pretty big base. You don't really, well, I mean, I would like a base that big on every map, but you don't necessarily need that kind of stuff. I got really comfortable with grinding out a whole bunch of metal, hoping to get that tech replicator. I don't need the tech replicator. I can move on without the tech replicator. So, kind of that, just keeping that in mind as I'm going from map to map, I would like to focus more so on getting through it rather than staying. I can get comfortable when I'm doing other things, but so long as we're doing hardcore where I can die at any time and lose absolutely everything, I'm not going to get super comfortable. So hopefully you guys still enjoy the content. I'm sure you will enjoy the content either way because let's face it, I don't think I've ever. Oh, one of my monkeys died. Oh yeah, I see his corpse behind the brood mother. That sucks. But you know, I haven't seen any runs. Maybe they do exist, and I just haven't found them. Of somebody going from the island all the way to, Genesis Part 2 and beating every single map in between on a single hardcore save file. I've never seen that before. So I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited to get it done and maybe even make a full video, you know, just kind of highlighting beginning to end the entire run because I think that would be really cool, to see everything from beginning to end in one video. It'd probably be hours at least, or just episodes. Um, yeah, I think that that would be a really cool thing to accomplish. So that's going to be my goal. And then any other challenge runs that I have for Arc, I'm going to wait on. Um, next subject. I don't want to just play Arc. Now, I know that on this channel, I've only ever played Arc. You know, I've done 3 speed runs, 80 years in the past. And now I've been live streaming the hardcore. And that's literally all I've done, right? I would like to do some other stuff. So moving forward, I would like to play some other games, just kind of mix those into the streams maybe, just to get a little bit of variety. Um, I have a couple ideas for like Terraria or Stardew Valley. Those two games, I love those two games. But I have other games. I have 146 games on Steam. A few of them are just in the Steam backlogs. I haven't played, or I bought them way back when and just never played them. Like I think I own every Borderlands game except Borderlands 1. I think I own 2, the pre-sequel, and 3, and I've never touched them. Well, I played a little bit of 2, but I never touched them beyond that. I've got all Far Cry games up to Far Cry New Dawn. I've only played 1 and 3. That's it. So like I could play other games, I can, try some new stuff, get a little bit of variety in there, just kind of, whatever I want to do. But if you guys have any suggestions, any, you know, hey, I want you to play this game, definitely let me know. Terraria, I've been craving it. I'm in the mood for some Terraria. Maybe some. Oh, there's another monkey. That brood mother I've sent before this, I've sent like 2 other monkeys, and she's decimated them all. They're all on alpha. The brood mother is insanely powerful compared to these monkeys. I might have to send in another one before this video ends. And she's going crazy. Look at her go. That's crazy. um, but yeah, Terraria. I would love to do like a hardcore on Terraria. That could be really fun. Stardew Valley. I could do some kind of challenge run. I don't know. I don't really have any ideas on that one, but I've just been in the mood to play some Stardew Valley, and I think that streaming it is a good excuse to play Stardew Valley. So if you guys want to see that, definitely let me know. If you have any other suggestions, definitely let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. And then lastly, schedule. I have been incredibly inconsistent up until now. I would like that to change. So moving forward, here's the schedule that I'm proposing. Okay. It's going to be Monday through Friday, except for Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days a week. That's going to be my goal. I want to do 4 streams a week. And I'm going to try to keep that as consistent as possible. It's going to be around at the same time. It's going to be somewhere between 10:30 and 11 p.m. That's going to be that's kind of my idea. If I don't stream, I will, I'll put something in the community tab on my YouTube to let you guys know, hey, no stream today or something along those lines. But yeah, I would like to move forward with doing more streams and doing them more consistently, because I know that consistency is key in many places, and streaming. Gosh dang it. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That's why I was lagging so bad. Get in there, Tiger. Get in there. There we go. Anyways, yes, I would like to have a little bit more consistency. I'm talking about consistency when I'm interrupting myself and doing a boss battle. That's so stupid. But yeah, my goal is gonna be 10:30 to 11, somewhere around then. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll let you guys know if there's not gonna be a stream, but you can assume that that's going to be the case. So next week is going to be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. The week after that's going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday, I'm going to be out of town. And then I'm also going to be out of town the following Monday. And then every week after that, I'm going to try to keep it Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, unless I let you guys know otherwise. But yeah, that's really all I have to say in terms of, this kind of nonsense. I'm really excited to have a little bit more structure moving forward, have a little bit of different ideas, like, you know, having kind of a goal, because I was kind of iffy on hardcore, you know, do I want to do this, do that? Do I want to ascend with items? Do I want to ascend without items? What difficulties do I want to do? My idea is to get from point A to point B, and then from there I kind of created the rules. I would like to get it done rather than to get it done, with most style points imaginable, as in, alpha difficulty, super mega base in every biome on every map kind of a deal. Yeah, I just like to keep it chill. I just like to, have fun with it. Well, mostly have fun, but I have fun by getting from point A to point B. So anyways, I hope you guys are excited. I'm really excited. Oh, it's going to be laggy for a second because those damage numbers. Oh, that Broodmother's almost dead. Those 2 monkeys did it. That's crazy. That's bananas. Get it? Because they're monkeys. So I hope you guys had a good, week off of my streams. I'm really excited for these new plans. Definitely leave a like if you guys are excited for this. This coming schedule, this coming plan. I'm really excited. So definitely leave a like if you're excited as well. If you have anything that you would like to add, anything you'd like to suggest, any other games that you'd like to suggest, definitely leave a comment. I would love to see your guys' comments, see your guys' feedback. I would really like to, obviously this is my channel. I could do whatever I want on it. Oh, there's a dead monkey. Obviously, it's my channel. I could do whatever I want, but I would love to have your guys' input because... Oh, spider dead. Let's go. I need to mute them. Dude, it's so freaking loud. There we go. But yeah, it's my channel. I could do whatever the heck I want, but I would love to have your guys' input so that way I kind of have an idea of what you guys want, and I can, tailor what I want to do with what you guys want to do. Because if I'm doing just what I want to do, but nobody wants to see it, then what's the point, So definitely let me know. Leave your comments, leave concerns, leave suggestions. Tell me something, It doesn't have to be anything in particular. I would just love to see what you guys have to say on the subject. Definitely subscribe if you guys are excited for this new schedule, for this new content. Ring that little bell. It'll let you guys know when I start streaming. I'm also going to start streaming and then probably wait 5 to 10 minutes before actually going live. So that way I have a little bit of time there's a little bit of time for people to come in, that kind of jazz. So yeah, definitely subscribe for more content. I'm going to be trying to do not only more streams, but I maybe do some video content, perhaps. If the hardcore does really well and I succeed and I get a lot of good footage, I'll definitely do something with that. 100% I will do something with that. But yeah. I hope you guys, enjoyed this little ramble session. Monkey's throwing rocks back there for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. But I will be back on Monday, ready to stream, ready to go. I'm super pumped. If you couldn't tell, my audio quality is so much better. Got a new microphone, dude. Absolutely wild. Absolutely insane. So yeah, hopefully you guys are excited. I'm really freaking excited. Yeah. That's all I really have to say on the subject. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely do those 3 things: like, comment, subscribe, just like every other YouTuber tells you to do. And yeah, y'all have a good night. I will talk to you in the next one. Take care.